couple weeks ago, I was able to accomplish a goal that I set for the 5K 22 years ago. I set this goal when I was 16 and I wrote it on a piece of paper along with some other goals I had, and I posted it on my wall. When I set this goal, I was so far away from achieving it. I was a bulky football player and wrestler who had just really began my triathlon pursuits. When I was in my early 20s, I actually got pretty close to achieving it. But then when my early 30s started, I abandoned it because family and business really took precedent. And I didn't have the time to really pursue it like I thought I had. And I also told myself that I no longer was going to have the speed to be able to achieve it, the speed that comes with younger legs. So instead, I set my focus on the marathon. And in this past year, my focus was getting ready for the Boston Marathon. But then COVID hit and the Boston Marathon got canceled. And instead of just taking the year off, I wanted to set my eyes on a big goal. And so I went back to that 22-year-old goal that I had and said, that's a big one. That's one that I still really want to accomplish. I still have a burning in my belly for it. And so I decided to put all of my attention on accomplishing that 22-year-old goal. And so this has been my focus for the last 9 months, really. And I'll tell you, I had a few attempts lately. I did 2 attempts where I just missed it. And I started to wonder, I started to worry if it would just barely be out of my grasp and I would never truly accomplish it. And then I got it. I got it just a couple weeks ago. And when I did, it immediately made me wonder if I had just put some limitations on what I thought was possible, and the fact that now I had crossed this 22-year-old goal barrier, it made me immediately wonder what else is possible even as I get up in age. And so this really got me thinking a lot, not only about my own pursuits, but also about those of my athletes. I've coached lots of athletes, and I've seen older athletes in their 60s, in their 70s, set PRs for distances, not just distance events, but short sprints, max wattage, max speeds over a mile. I've seen amazing accomplishments despite age. And so this, in addition to my recent accomplishment, made me just ponder, how much is age just a limiter that we set on our mind? How much are we limiting ourselves from what we can truly achieve based on what our mind tells us is possible? One thing about my last 9 months is that I trained harder than I ever have in my life. Common sense would say as you get older, you need to train easier, that you need to not do quite as much speed work. But that's very much against my belief. And so I wonder if it's not that we can't train harder, it's that we put this limitation on our body based on what our mind believes is possible. And so today I want to just encourage you to not limit yourself. No matter what age you are, don't limit yourself. Continue to go after maybe that goal that's 22, 50 years old. Go after it and just give your body a chance to go out and achieve it. I believe that if you do this, you're going to find that you are capable of way more than you thought possible.